Welcome to the Age of Maru.
Army's gonna have enough power.
The greatest South Korean Terran player has done it again at the 2022 Africa TV GSL Season 3 group stage, dominating his division to earn a ticket into the competition's round of 10.
Very small number of gateway units. The first Colossus pops now. Overcharge going down on the battery. Maru immediately focuses that down, and you see the Zealots dealing with a lot of those SCVs, but the Colossus has already fallen. The gateway unit counts getting lower and lower and lower. These Phoenixes fly in, but this is not looking great. Bio push here on 2 bases.
Going toe-to-toe with Protoss rival Classic in the first match of the day, Maru dismantled his opponent with an all-in play just shy of the 8-minute mark.
Really did seem like he just knew.
Fans knew that Maru would maintain control in the best-of-3 series.
He's doing a good job.
A visit to the map of Moondance saw Classic open with the same strategy as the first game. Phoenixes flew in to pick off SCVs in order to prevent structures from building and minerals from being gathered. Cyclones and Marines were the answer. Maru established his third command center as a liberator put a halt in Classic's main mineral line. With sentries splitting Terran forces and Colossi firing from the back line, Classic had the right unit composition to foil Maru, but he just didn't have the numbers. Ghost EMPs quickly depleted Protoss shields, while Medivacs juggled ground infantry to avoid Classic's disruptor shots. The second match and the first series of Group C was easily Maru's to win.
Because Maru is powering on 5 bases right now.
Yeah, you beat me to it. I was going to say he's taking his 5th right now, where he's at the point where he's about to basically suffocate the Protoss. The only thing that's going to be left is the main and then this base all the way in the back. And I think this is probably going to be that moment. There's no more sophisticated tech here to tinker with.
Maru's timing, unit count, and economy were perfect. One more group stage series win would solidify his position in the group's top spot. Gumiho, the second Terran player in Group C, would be Maru's final opponent in the group stage. In a similar result to Maru, Gumiho's seed into the winner's match came off the back of a 2-0 victory, where he defeated Protoss mainstay Zaun to advance. The TVT standoff would kick-start on the map of Tropical Sacrifice, where Maru opened with a double proxy barracks. Gumiho quickly fought off the Reaper attack and went to work on his own method of proxy play. A starport was under construction near Maru's base, but it was scouted out and halted before it could be finished. Small and precise attacks with Hellions and Reapers were being deployed by both players across the map. Small trades occurred, but nothing that could tip the scales. Maru's natural fell under attack near the 7-minute mark. Cloaked Banshees helped take apart Maru's front line as his siege tanks continued to shell the Terran in red. A handful of Raven disables and some siege tank fire of his own allowed Maru to live another day.
Wow. It's really tough.
Gumiho was playing ultra-aggressive all game long. Maru was frequently playing catch-up, but always was able to successfully fend off even the most robust armies his opponent could throw at him. Map resources started to run dry as the game reached the 19-minute mark. Maru attacked with a massive ground army straight through the center of the map. Gumiho made a drop of his own to force a base trade. The clock was ticking as both players had to defend and attack simultaneously. The audience waited in anticipation to see who would come out on top.
Now, we got to watch what's actually remaining in the main here. I like the Liberators coming down here to just kind of thin out these Marines. What is waiting in the main? 2 siege tanks and some Marines. That's going to make it a little bit more difficult to come through. Those Marines are getting chewed up. What about Gumiho's main? I hope they show us that in a second here. Yeah, he's going to tap out his main a little bit more naked.
In the toughest game he played that day, Maru narrowly claimed the first match against his Terran counterpart. Gumiho made plans to turn the series around in Game 2's Data C, In a different flavor to Game 1, neither player opted for any early proxy play.
And it just seemed like overall...
Maru was the first to strike. A cyclone drop in Gumiho's natural resulted in 2 SCVs lost.
Maru be able to get out of it?
He's all the way across and used the...
With a strong mixture of units to cover off the air and ground, Gumiho marched across the map and brought the conflict to Maru's doorstep. The Terran in blue held his position. Raven disables hit Maru's siege tanks as Gumiho repositioned further and further into his opponent's base. Losing 12 SCVs in the struggle, Maru swept Gumiho from his base and began bolstering his forces once again. Maru quickly launched a counterattack. Upgraded Marines accompanied by Medivacs marched towards Gumiho, but it was the outcome that no one was expecting.
I mean, that +1, look at the armor, the upgrades right now in favor of Maru. 2-2 versus just +1 attack. So these Marines are going to absolutely shred.
And he's not sieging the tanks in the back.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God. And Gumiho, I don't even know what's going on. These are all just getting killed.
Yeah, Gumiho thought he could...
Oh, GG, it just ended.
In the blink of an eye, Maru mounted a fearsome bio-attack while capitalizing on Gumiho's mistakes, locking in another 2-0 series to become the Group C victor and advance to the round of 10. Licking his wounds, Gumiho moved on to take a 2-0 series win against Classic and claim the group stage's second position. Neither Classic or Zaun advanced to the next stage of the GSL, making it a sad day for Protoss fans in South Korea.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing eSport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.